Okay, our first recommendation is to increase the accountability for these leaders to create interpersonal relationships with their employees. This starts with the HR providing a culture where the leaders are accountable for their relationships with their employees. So this will have to be done by HR in her communication and follow-up with those leaders in making sure that they are creating these interpersonal relationships with their employees as they work with them day by day. As the leaders cultivate these relationships, they'll be able to better understand the team's concerns and better be able to address their needs. In doing so, this will increase and improve their communication and allow them to better understand each other and understand what's going on within the store and what their expectations are in taking care of any problems or their roles each day. Also with this, it'll increase the verbal recognition and thus increase the commitment from the team members and also the team leaders with their feeling more appreciated and feeling that they're valued by their employers. Our second recommendation is to create a more effective executive and leadership team by incorporating team building activities and meeting and communicating often to increase the cohesiveness in the team. In doing this, the HR should mandate activities to help the leaders develop as a team. In doing so, they will be able to increase the consistency and fill in those gaps of communication that are now present in becoming a better team and becoming more cohesive in their expectations as a team instead of individually. To do this, those activities will need to happen often and will help the leaders to be more consistent with their team members.
Okay, our third recommendation is sensitivity and responsibility training. Sensitivity training, as Richard Pardlew explained, is a technique which proposes that people will not be open, honest, and candid in a group of significant others with whom they regularly work. So people must learn openness in groups of strangers. For sensitivity training to be successful, a responsibility factor has to be linked to it. This factor, like Richard Pardlew says, makes trainees aware of existing problems and also helps them to commit to correct those issues through a specific plan of actions, bearing in mind realistic priorities of needs. We are aiming with this possible solution that sensitivity training help employees to increase their openness and interaction with team members, so they will recognize the importance of the utilization of members' knowledge and heterogeneous characteristics. Basing assumptions on the concept of sensitivity training and responsibility, we believe that the use of them will help teams to create a transactive memory. Like Stuart Anderson explained, transactive memory is the shared knowledge of who knows what in a work group. This enhances task performance by providing a roadmap for assessing and utilizing members' expertise during task-related interaction. In the case of this organization, this recommendation is based on the fact that sensitivity training will start developing a more transactive memory, will give recognition the importance that it actually has, will increase communication in order to achieve desirable outcomes for the organization as a whole. Okay, our conclusion of this research that we have done and the analysis of the issues that this company is facing, based on the information gathered from the Human Resource Department and Human Resource Director, we believe that accountability for interpersonal relationship, effective executive and leadership teams, and sensitivity and responsibility training will be the best recommendations for the solutions. First, interpersonal relationships will increase communication between team leaders and team members. Effective executive and leadership teams will also involve more regularly the work from each team member, and also there will be more consistency between leaders. And sensitivity training and responsibility is actually a training that will help team members to feel more comfortable in order to express their ideas. Also, communication will increase, and the fact of recognition will also increase because team members will feel more comfortable giving their feedback to other team members and team leaders. So thank you for your attention and hope you like the presentation.